All the disrespect before you play, better button check. Button check.
My button check people, my button check family, what is up, man? It is HT and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Why? Because it is HT, the most glorious day of the week, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Chapters down below. We got a hot one, man. This is the last subject I thought I would be talking about, but it's been going viral for at least the last 2 to 3 days. And Street Fighter 6 is caught right in the crosshairs, and I'm like, what the hell is really going on? Because they pissed off. Melty Blood Community is pissed off, and they firing some shots. So either way, like I said, it's HT. We'll celebrate that at the end of the video, but for now, let's get some buttons. Let's go. And all right, first up, for this proves without a shadow of a doubt that Street Fighter 6 is the Antichrist buttons that need to be checked. Not my words, but this is what they talking on the FGC streets right now, namely the Melty Blood Community. We talk about, I guess, Twi-Lumina. It's coming out, I think, sometime early next year. They did some updates. Check this out. So first I noticed L.I. Joe. None other than L.I. Joe talking about, why do I not see anybody talking about this new Melty Blood stuff? Also, I'm sorry about the star gauge. This was posted yesterday. By the time I'm recording this on Monday the 3rd. So I was like, whoa, what's going on with all this stuff? Then I saw Giona. Next thing I know, my timeline is flooded with all this. So I see some more reactions right here talking about Melty Blood. Twi-Lumina will have act and dual modes. Act mode supports forward input dashes and 1 button specials. Let me say that again. Forward input dashes and 1 button specials, but dual mode supports traditional command inputs, and that has 1.4 thousand likes. Then next up, talking about Melty Blood now has modern controls, drive impact and burnout. This was not on my bingo card. Very interesting changes all around. This is truly a new game that also has 1.5 thousand likes, so a little more. But underneath that, they're talking about sounds like ass. I like OG Melty Blood, didn't like vanilla type Lumina, liked where the game ended up. This doesn't sound like Melty to me, but we'll have to see. Then underneath that, I'm gonna be real, not a fan. One things I like about the OG Melty was how unique each character was. Homogenizing the game even more by just ripping Capcom mechanics of any company is so fucking depressing. But underneath, somebody says, I don't think the game looks homogenized at all past having the DI. The driver-ish equivalent are the moon skills, and they objectively all behave different and do different things, so I'm not really annoyed about it. But before we get even deeper with some much more higher levels of festivity, we got Zeta Slow breaking this down. I put his link down below. Check out the clip.
You guys, I think in place of having a moon icon, we now have something that's similar to drive gauge in Street Fighter 6. Now, I'm entirely unsure how finalized this concept is going to be here. Also, take into account that we have not seen the more technical style, so I'm not sure if there are other applications beyond what I'm about to tell you about. After all, we don't get to see the dual style on the character select used at all, so it could have a completely different range of applications as well. But some of the functionality we do know about is that this gauge is used for a new mechanic, and this new mechanic works just like Rev Blow in Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, where its mechanic is like a big hit move that knocks you away. It can be used up against the wall to get a wall slump mechanic, kind of like how Tokan has in it. I'm sure you can probably combo off of it once it does wall slump them, and you can do whatever you want after that. But overall, this mechanic functions exactly how you think fighting game players. So the way this move is utilized is it seems like it's going to cost 3 of the stars, and as you fill up the stars, you will get closer to the burnout stage that is in this game. So it's kind of like a thing of ebb and flow of how you use your meter. Supers, I know, also will take a star away from the gauge, whereas if it hits you on block, I know it'll add a star to your opponent, and if it hits you on actual hit, it increases their gauge by 2 stars. Currently, there's not as much known about the star system in full. I know once you get to your final round where you can lose, you do get 2 more. So they changed how that works too. As far as your magic circuits, you know how you used to get 3, you only have 2 in this game.
All right, continuing back to them FGC reactions, talking about new Melty Blood changes prove my theory that Street Fighter 6 is legitimately the Antichrist that has 2.1 thousand likes. That means there's at least 2.1 100,000 people out there, let's be real, probably more than that, talking about Street Fighter 6 is the damn antichrist of the FGC. Then I even see Jayuna reacting to this as well, talking about they added Drive Impact / Rev Blow to Melty Blood. I pretend I do not see it. Underneath that has 2,000 likes, by the way. They're talking about Street Fighter 6 is so awful, it keeps infecting other games. I'm tired, and I'm tired. First City of the Wolves copies this garbage DI crap. Now Melty, it's over, bros. Then he goes deeper right here, saying the Melty Blood news got me genuinely upset. Need more time to see the final product, but I might just stick with Avatar because this is the only fighting game in years that feels like it's actually made for fighting game fans. It's honestly been such a breath of fresh air. That has 1.8 thousand likes. Then he says, even if the game is 80% good and 20% casual slop, that 20% is enough to turn me off now. I'm just so sick of it. I want to support devs who know their audience and not afraid to follow their vision, not ones trying to chase the lightning in a bottle that Street Fighter 6 caught. That has 455 likes. Somebody responds underneath saying, quite possibly the statement of all time. It also reeks a lot of elitism. Sure, you probably don't intend to say you're not a real fighting game fan if you play other fighting games, but you're giving off that energy. Also, what I was scared the Avatar community would become. Jayuna responds saying, I play and enjoy almost every fighting game that comes out. Developers have clearly stated multiple times that many of these new mechanics / design decisions are made with new players in mind. And please don't call me the Avatar community. I don't even know the characters' names. Then more adding saying, the new Melty Blood game has Drive Impact and Burnout. Don't know how the Burnout works quite yet, but why the fuck would they add Drive Impact? I hate you, Street Fighter 6. And we got, please check up on Melty Blood fans, bro. They are losing their fucking minds. That has 416 likes. And I feel sort of guilty for the FGC, or I feel sort of a guilt for the FGC because they announced Melty Blood was getting modern controls. And while old school fans are crying out about the game being simplified and ruined, I'm in my baby seat thinking, oh nice, I'll check it out then. That has 52 likes. So there you have it. Obviously, it's fairly new. We're still waiting to see exactly how this thing is going to play. Here's my thing. I'm not a big Melty fan. I don't really play that game like that. And I'm going to sound, well, honestly, I don't even care how I sound. I'm probably going to sound casual because I am. I don't play this game. But when I saw the clip, from my point of view, I'm just Nesto, I liked it. I liked it. I guess that's who they were appealing to. Let's be real. Jayuna had a point. You know, he's an OG and he's like, fuck, they're changing my game. I like the OG style, and even if it's 20% slop, that 20% is just enough to turn me off. This is some bullshit because I feel like the devs, they're just chasing that lightning in the bottle that is Street Fighter 6. Because obviously Street Fighter 6 is lightning in the bottle, but also it is a huge casual game to the point where everybody, especially the pros, is feeling like they're not even listening to us anymore. They really not, because there's so many changes and shakeups that we want, but it's not happening. Even with the scheduling, like they really don't care. They're just dropping this updates, even though something's big, like right around the corner, we don't really have time to adjust because the numbers in the casual audience is booming. So obviously money talks at the end of the day. So that's why Jayuna was like, okay, it looks like other companies are trying to approach this. But that's why a lot of people, understandably, are pissed off because they're like, yo, we don't need more Street Fighter 6. And that's why you got people talking about fucking Street Fighter 6 is a disease. It's the Antichrist. Holy shit, now everybody's trying to be like a different type of Street Fighter 6. Now, is that what they're planning? If they're like, well, maybe since Street Fighter 6 is so big, especially in Japan, can we like low-key pull some of that audience? Can we like, you know, kind of go in that territory and be like, look at our game, remind you of anything, you know what I'm saying? And then maybe, possibly, fingers crossed, sell more copies than we thought it would. I don't know. Obviously, that's just me kind of spitballing right now. We'll see what's happening. But listen, I can understand why people are upset. I can understand why we have so many complaints. Yeah, the patch just dropped. We just talked about this yesterday, and so many people are already talking about, fuck this game. So many people, especially some of the pros, are like, bruh, Street Fighter 6, how are we going to have 10 more years of this shit? You know, so I get it. I 100% get it. So I'm really interested to see the final product and like what results they get. Are they going to get the casuals and the numbers that they're looking for? Or is the community just going to continue to be like, nah, we're done with it. And as a result, kind of lose some numbers. I don't know. We'll see. How y'all feeling? Let me know. There it is one more time, Butt Check family. Appreciate the massive love. Thank you guys for tuning in on this beautiful H to the T. Links down below. And of course, we got to get it. Let me scoot over to the side. Let me scoot over to the side. Let Uncle Nesto, you got me in the focus right here. We got a couple. We got two. They sent me these. They said, Nesto, you're going to want to check these out. So somebody by the name of Kat, link down below, said, what song should I do next? I don't know what she means by that. And it's Jinx, right? We got some 2XKO. We got some, I guess, some league action right here. But she's saying what song? Is she singing? Let's see. Okay, let's put these bad boys on. Y'all ready? Let's get some HT. Here we go. What the? Okay. I probably had to change some of that music because it's probably copyrighted, but Gifted. That's what comes to mind. Gifted. You know, you see big ones, you see small ones, you see perky, you know, and we love them all. But it's very rare that you see talented titties. It's very rare. These are winners. I have never seen titties with so much rhythm. That's all I can say. Just okay. We got another one real quick. It's talking about Martian cosplay. I don't know what this is. Let's play it right here. They said, check it out. Get the fuck. What are we doing, man? Somebody's fired. Somebody's fired. What the hell is this? There it is, Butt Check family. Thank you for hanging with me on this beautiful Tuesday morning. I will see you tomorrow on that Wednesday morning. There's a lot coming up. Me and Dirty Low obviously working on some stuff. We're talking about that to death. So I'm not gonna talk about that no more. I'm gonna try not to until it's actually closer to the time. So I appreciate the massive love. I'll see you soon. And as always, somehow, some way, it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace. Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe. Jesus! Damn, them titties got rhythm.